Be sure to watch this video to the end.
Sabrina, starring Audrey Hepburn in 1954 and its remake of the same name with Julia Ormond in 1995, tell the love story between a millionaire and his chauffeur's daughter. Whether the answer is believable is up to the individual. However, it is interesting to note the change of image of the protagonist in both films. In both versions, Sabrina cuts her hair and changes her closet. How does this change affect her destiny? The 1954 film clearly shows the realities of New York high society, with its closed system, dynastic marriages, studying at certain universities and living in exclusive neighborhoods. Naturally, Sabrina, the chauffeur's daughter, is ignored by society. But how does this young woman manage not only to attract the attention of the golden child, but also to confuse the entire high society into believing that she is one of their own? A splendid episode in Sabrina's training in Paris explains this strange circumstance. During a cooking course, the protagonist is attracted to an elderly baron who has, and I quote, a box at the opera, racehorses and his own vineyards. In a letter to her father, Sabrina mentions dating the baron. The intuitive viewer understands the kind of entertainment and companionship such a man has. Apparently, through her friendship with the baron, Sabrina enters the crème de la crème of Parisian society. Although details are omitted, when she returns home, the protagonist behaves like a lady and dresses elegantly, with a fashionable haircut. When she attends a high society reception, Sabrina not only looks fashionably coiffed and dressed, but she is confident and self-assured, blending in perfectly with the crowd of guests. In terms of physical appearance, the haircut of Audrey Hepburn and other fashionistas of the time was considered brave for the 1950s, although due to the conservative style, it was not considered a true revolution. A few years later, the famous pixie haircut would appear, which would be a real breakthrough in the world of short haircuts for women. On the other hand, Sabrina in her 1995 version with Julia Ormond as an older woman, and the role of an engineer does not suit her. Therefore, she comes across as a dull and uninteresting woman who transforms into a fascinating intellectual. In Paris, Julia Ormond's Sabrina works as a styling